Jonesy, away at Abbey Hey today, and quite an interesting music player behind us.
It's a good music playlist so far.
What are you looking from the lads today?
Just a positive reaction. You know, like it was disappointing result. There's elements of our performances so far this season that have been really good, but obviously from my point of view, I can't kind of like go too over the top about that in my media stuff. But I'm looking for us to just keep kind of building and progressing and developing what we're trying to do. And you know, another game where we're having to make lots of changes because of injuries. So there's only so much work you can do and preparation you can do when you've got so many changes so often. But it's the challenge of the club, and it's, you know, probably likely to be always our challenge. So you know, we've got a good group of players again with us today. Hopefully they can be a little bit more on the same page than they were on Tuesday night, and you know, we can give Abbey Hey a really good game.
A bit of with the squad that you've got, the starting 11's a bit the more experienced players, would you say?
Yeah, I think, you know, we've used the young lads because they're good enough and they've done really well. But at the same time, you know, I talk as a manager about, you know, having those experienced lads around and, you know, not making the same mistakes again and again and again. And hopefully this group that's certainly starting the game are the ones that have got a lot of football behind them, understand the level that we're at, and they can hit the ground running. And then we've got a good bench again to hopefully have an impact in whatever way they need to later on in the game. So yeah, you know, I think it's great that we give the young lads an opportunity to stretch themselves at this level, but it's also a big ask to help them be the ones to carry the team, and other players, certainly the ones that have been around a little bit, have a responsibility to shoulder some of the responsibility and accountability around turning our performances into better performances and ultimately getting more points on the board.
Cheers, Jones. And since they've restarted Pink Pony Club behind as well, leave it there. Cheers.
Cheers.